And unfortunately right now I can't do my intermission or my start window. So we're going to go with something new. I'm streaming off my limited power computer, which is why everything's kind of running at a slower pace. Yes, hello, that is what I'm looking for actually. Yes, let's just stretch that to screen for a moment. Hi. Hi. So, this is a interesting idea I've came up with for a stream setup. As you can look behind me, yeah, the mic's still going. As you can look behind me, I have like a bajillion games. Like, dodge around. Lots of games for all types of systems. NES, Super Nintendo, all types of stuff. I've collected it. Unfortunately, at the moment, I can't play half of it because half of it requires probably new setups so that they can be streamed at a better quality. But I do own a bunch of games, and also, I just want to just show that for just the sake of argument here. Throughout my life, I've beaten a lot of these games, but I've probably beaten more games than this vast collection behind me in total. I would say my motto, as I used to say to myself, is I haven't beaten every game I own, but I've beaten more games than I own, which might not be true now because I bought like a thing that was like 1,000 games for like $5, but half of those games weren't even games, so I don't know where that number actually lies at the moment. But at the same time, as far as the internet is concerned, I've only beaten 113 games on my main channel, which was where I did content for about 10 years. Like 14 years of YouTube content. I did YouTube for about 10 years on and off because of various things. And I've done Twitch since a couple years ago. Twitch I started a couple years ago. Was able to get enough stuff started on it and basically went from there. So first, the thing I'm going to do is because honestly I've not had much of a reason, like a want to stream lately, and I apologize for that. Mostly because in my brain I couldn't debate. I get like into situations where my brain's like, I don't know what I want to do, and so it's like, do I want to make my channel a game clearing channel where I try to beat through every single game, which is a dream I've had since I was a child, which is impossible now, but I could try to keep the numbers going up. Or do I want to just make it a story-based channel, or a game-making channel, or D&D-based channel, or something? I didn't know. And I could mix and match the content, and that's probably the plan, but I came up with an insane idea. Because I've only beaten 113 games. I thought it was 108, but turns out it's actually 113. Since I've beaten that many games, only that many games, I am technically considering myself way behind on games I could beat for the internet. So, maybe today, what I'll do is I will work on games that I own and can beat really fast. More or less. Games that I perfectly own and I could beat really fast. But again, I can't just record them on the system they are. I can show that I own the game, and we just do that. Don't know how long these games are going to take. This is insane. I have to beat 113 games by the end of the year. That is the challenge I gave myself. That's why this stream is called Game Clearing Rush. It's because I'm rushing to clear 113 games. So, and again, the reason is that I just challenged myself and I wanted to double the number that I had started with, basically, that I currently had. And I thought it was 108, but turned out that I missed a bunch of Happy Go Monkeys that me and my ex cleared. So those count. I counted every game that was ever done on my channel, and I'm not erasing a single video. And I also counted some games I did on a collab channel with some friends back in right after college, more or less. I did some games right after college with some friends, and I counted those games too. Also, I have a list on my Discord. If you are interested in the Discord and list, it is, and I'm going to also have a new list that's underneath the list that I just updated on my Discord. And I just fixed this command so it'll work again, because there's a whole issue my Discord got. I had to get rid of my old Discord, which had another set of games I had completed, but it was technically wrong because this is the official list. So this is the official list. I just checked through everything I've done in the past. Maybe still missing a thing or two. And on top of that, I know I have a few VODs. So I'll probably put this one up. So if you see any new VODs come out that look like they should have been up a long time ago, like Fortune Cookie Part B and Wild Arms Part B, I need to upload those. Yeah, it's been a while. And there's also 2-3 games I beat on stream that I'm not counting due to, well, I don't have a VOD for them. So if I don't have a VOD for them, the whole point is that people can go watch any of these games at any time and watch from the beginning to the end. That's the thing. And I have played it. I wanted to count another game that I technically helped my roommate clear, and I will. That one will be up to debate. If we'll talk about that again later when I have a chance to have more people to talk with. If I should count the new Kirby game that just came out, because I technically helped my roommate through it, and I beat it on my own time. So I mean, that one could count because it's the VODs are technically on the internet. People see I helped, but it was their playthrough. Also, there's another. Speaking of that, there is a VOD of a game I did beat on their Twitch channel, which then got turned into a VOD to put it on a different channel entirely. That was Mario 3D World. But yeah, there is a VOD. The whole point of this is games I've beaten, and there is a VOD, or mostly beaten, was a part of, stuff of that nature. Got from the beginning, though, to the end of the game, and there's a VOD of it so that people can watch it. That is the goal. A lot of stuff my girlfriend done has not really been put on a VOD anywhere, so games that I did on her stream don't count until there's a VOD, basically. So let's. You probably got a glimpse of what the first game is, and I will now show you why this is the first game I am picking. I will now switch over to that game for just a moment. I'm going to go here. There we go. I will switch over to the feed for just a moment. Here you can enjoy the music while I go do this. Taking that music. That is the music of my childhood. It's really right here. That's Friday the 13th. Already beat that game. Don't have to worry about that one. Okay? Freaking good here. You don't have to worry about that one. Don't have to worry about that one either. That one could probably be worried about. What's this game? That one's gonna be a pain. Is it here? Could be here. Ah, sorry. I gotta stay on this screen forever. Till further notice. So, yeah. This game I've had since I was a child. My brothers bought it, so I own it. is also be probably a small history into my life. Probably. This game, when I played it as a kid, I could never get very far. The first bit, which I believe I did a BizHawk Shuffler recently, and this was on it. From the BizHawk Shuffler, we all seen that I had a lot of trouble with the milkshake minigame. So with this game, we're going to beat it. As a kid, I also mostly got stuck with the milkshake minigame. There's no indication of what you need to actually beat that game. And I think it's harder than at least like 2 or 3 of the other, like the other 2 main minigames in the game they have to deal with are easier than the first one and make more sense. And the second one only makes sense though if you've after beating the first one, because like, oh yes, this is probably the same number. You just get 50. The third game actually has a meter that goes up, and the fourth game is the final one, and it's dumb for a completely unrelated reason. But we start talking about that once we actually get into the game. But my childhood experience, actually we'll talk about all this when I get into the game. I just wanted to show you that I own a copy of the game. I'll be doing this throughout the streams to show that I own these games. Other streams I won't be doing this because I won't. Straight up, I don't. Not much I can do about it, but I rented the game several times as a kid, and that's going to be my ground basis on some of these. As I still paid money for some of these games because I rented them. Don't really own them, but I rented them. I put money to it, so it's whatever. And some of these are just, I heard about it later and I had no access to it because they're super rare or something. Anyway, Back to the Future, the first one. For the NES. Let's begin. Yeah, so, oh. You didn't miss anything. Just that. And so my computer has less to worry about. I'm going to pop back over here for 1 second to just block that. So it should turn off the... Is that not? It is not, because it still technically wanted to use it. Okay. Never mind then. Anyway, let's begin. So, Back to the Future. It is a game where you walk around, forget what button to do what, and have a terrible time. That's the jump button. Okay. Alright. So as you can see, we're off to a great start. I've fallen on the first 2 possible obstacles that I could possibly fall to. Falling sucks for multiple reasons. Got that. First of all, it makes it to where you have 2 means to lose in this game. There is, oh shit, and I lost my bowling ball. There is the time in the bottom right corner. As we can see, it's slowly decreasing, and I probably will die in this first stage unless the end is literally right here. It's the end, like, literally right here. The end is not literally right here. I'm dead. I am dead. No, it's right here. It's right here. Jump for high points. Okay, I didn't die, but I'm also really close to death in the middle because the picture in the middle is the whole family picture from the movie that you're supposed to be paying attention to make sure it doesn't fade away. If it fades away, you die. Yeah, I'm in danger. I'm gonna lose a life immediately. I might almost want to restart because this run is going terrible. But if I make it to the one place and I still have... Oh, that was risky anyway. You know, let's pretend this run didn't happen. Let's There's a good old reset. Just for shits and giggles right there, because, oh boy. Let's knock the volume down a little bit more. I think you can still probably hear it. If you can't hear the game, let me know. If you can't hear me, let me know. So forth and so on. I can see that the mic is working, so there's that. And yes, I have a list of game clears, and we're doing a lot of retro games, so there's not so much a warning for right now, but if something exciting happens, oh boy, well, flashing lights happen in a regular Nintendo game. I could probably turn off the warning for now, but like at the end of this game, there actually is some flashing lights. So, because it's a thunderstorm, so what better way to show a thunderstorm than flashing lights? It sucks that the clocks, all the clocks do is heal the picture in the middle. So you need to collect them in order to prevent the picture from the middle to go away. But in order to actually do that, it's a lot of work. All right, skateboard. This basically means that the timer is no longer an issue. We're doing way better. To speed through this process, let's just use save states. I said I was going to clear 113 games. I didn't say I wasn't going to use some help. I mean, if modern day gaming at this point has it to where you can or old classic games have basically the equivalent of save point or save states, more or less. Yeah, the skateboard makes most of this stuff trivial. Just the problem is that at anywhere you're supposed to get the skateboard or the bowling ball, it just becomes that. I tried to jump, but it just wouldn't let me. Yeah. These stages become way trivial when you have this magical power. Oh, and speaking of the BizHawk, I think I technically beat Revolution X on there, and I kind of forget if I beat anything else. If it turns out I've beaten anything else, it will get added to the total, but it might. We can all talk about later, either in the comments, in the chat, or whatever, if adding those games to stuff I beat already adds to the total I'm supposed to beat. Shit. Oh my gosh, I'm alive. Okay. And stage clear. 400 points. Yeah. Like I said, the skateboard makes these sections trivial, and it's almost mandatory, because if you make any mistakes in any level, like later on, you may as well have just lost a life, and you only have 4 lives to go within this game. And I don't even know if it's possible to get extra lives. So, yeah. And I mean, yeah, I'm also counting every game I beat on stream as well, and with each one of those games, I was totally using save states for the most part, just to make sure, and also to help. So, yeah, save states are fine. Just, I'll try not to overuse them for this challenge. I will use them in appropriate places, like clearing a stage, for instance. Because again, old games were terrible about saving. This is just a fact about old games. Oh, definitely save before this. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this. Like, we're getting past this stupid thing. I hate this part. This is the worst part in the game. Like, the next mini game is almost as bad, but not as bad. This mini game was literally a wall for me, and as we can see, it's just F6. Yeah, okay. Yeah. If you lose that, you go all the way back to the beginning of the previous stage without your skateboard and minus a life. So, all terrible, basically. purely terrible. You don't want to lose this. And I'm not good enough at this game to 100% to clear it without having a little bit of help. Like, my skill set is I am good at a moment-to-moment basis. Oh, that guy almost got me. Shit. Now, I'll just show you. This is what happens when you fail. For those who don't know. If you're here during my biz talk, you would know exactly what this is like. Ouch, they sure threw you out in a hurry. And then you're back here. You have to do this. You're down 1 life. And yeah. So no. Bullies to go. We're not dealing with that. By the way, in case again you don't know because you've never played this before, didn't see the biz hawk or whatever, your goal is to get to 50. You have to get to 50 to win. There's no indication, no thing, and it doesn't stop. It just tells you can move on after you get 50. And you have a bomb? Oh, and I'm rusty at this. There's another reason I'm using the stuff. I'm rusty at a lot of these games, and I haven't played or beat them in like a long time. And honestly, the way I've beaten some of these games is through means of computer. Like, through means of like extra help, aka save states and load states. It's like root beer tapper to the extreme. And also this isometric view, if you think you're confused with this isometric view going on here, more so. Now that thing I just picked up, that's another bomb. Which is why I used up my first bomb. So I don't know if they stack. Nor do I care to find out right now. And now they throw stuff. Right before the clear line, too. Right before the clear line, they just start throwing stuff at you. They should throw you out in a hurry. Not really, but okay. If you say so, game. Say again. There's no indication. I like little mini games like this. I like little moments like this. But again, I've always hated lives. Like, because of playing these classic games so many times as a kid, getting to the same spots over and over, spending hours trying to get through a spot just to get to the same spot, just to basically have that same spot destroy me, when the spots in question aren't really all that hard. This is the thing. Like, the spots in question really aren't that bad. It's just, oh no, I have to go through the entirety of the game, and fatigue sets in after a while. There we go. Do it again because this particular angle sucks. I don't know if you can notice this, but try and line up your shots to this is annoying. I failed. I failed right when I had 5 left. Stupid view. Stupid aiming your shots. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is also why this is insanity. I'm not just going to pick games that are, well, if we get in trouble, if this ends up becoming a thing, I could pick some games that might be a bit simpler, but that'll be later. Right now, we just gotta go through these classic games, and I'm going to try to limit my uses of save and load states, and I don't have rewinds, so maybe I do, but I don't know how to activate it. I don't know how to activate it on the two things that I have, or the different things I'm going to be using. If I was on the other system, I would have a means to activate it. Get out of here. Shoot. They come at different speeds too, which is terrible. And if you shoot the lady, she walks the opposite direction, doesn't give you the item. So you have to be careful, but you can. But as we've seen, you can use the bomb, and she does not care. Does make me think of my character DV though at this point, because it's just like if a bunch of bullies tried to attack him on something like this, he probably would do something similar. I think that was like the whole point of why I picked this game for the thing I did before one of the bit talks I did. Oh boy, yeah, this is the most annoying thing in the entire game. And it's the first thing. This is the first mini game you do. It's plot relevant, but they should not have made it this hard. Like, I get it, they wanted to prevent rentals or whatever, so they made stuff stupid hard. Which is another thing that I just think is stupid in the long run. It's like, oh yeah, let's make things extra hard. It's like, no, add passwords to your game. Allow people to come back to your playing it. Add a save feature to your game. Allow people to leave and come back. Didn't want to use my thing yet, and I thought I was lined up with him. Again, we've seen where that's going. But no. Add saves, add passwords to your games. Like, even if the game's short, it does not matter. Add that shit. I don't care if there's only like 4 stages, or in this game's case, 4 times, like 16 normal stages, technically 20 stages. If you count these mini games as a stage, there's 20 stages. There's 4 per area, and then, yeah. Okay. I hit a button. Game, I hit the button. May have to go in concentration mode, but I want to kind of just keep going in my rant right now. Because, yeah, this is like the reason why I think that lives are dumb. Always kind of thought this. Okay, maybe not lives. If you do it right, a system with lives could work in some cases to incentivize trying to get better at the thing. But at the same time, I've also played a game like Rayman Legends, where, hey, the game is super challenging. But you want to know something? It's super doable because there's shit. Now I'm getting computer lag, and that's not helping anything. I got 3 people with that. Cool. Cool. Also, why are you already throwing things at 30? You guys were doing it at 40. I wouldn't get this lag if I was playing this on console, but unfortunately for me, on 2 aspects, consoles kind of have 2 small problems right now. I know there's stuff that you could like get to actually like play like actual games off hardware with tools because it like rips the ROM and stuff, which is pretty cool. But that costs a lot of money, and right now I'm trying to save up money for like moving. So if you like the insanity you see and you want to support me doing it more often and or just support me in need, because it's like trying to move to a new house with better internet is going to be a hassle. Well, okay, that combo kind of worked. Alright. Come on. No lag! It's 49! Yeah, the only other indication is they'll say bonus ×2 if you get it right. That's the only indication that you got it right. Also, a little bit more story. When I finally got to a certain point in this game, when I was growing up, and I moved into me and my parents moved to the current state that we're living in, because I've moved around a bunch growing up. Lived in New Mexico, was born in Texas, lived in Michigan, and killed me again. If lag keeps being a problem, I may have to restart the computer, which may also mean I have to restart the stream. So if that happens, but we'll get the stream coming back right away if something like that happens. More or less. Just to let you know. Oh, I need to actually keep an eye on something. Okay, sorry about that. Had to move the window. I'm not going to be playing 100% of my A game, but at the same time, being stressed out to play 100% of your A game at level 5 of a 20 level game is annoying. Difficulty balance is a thing that exists, but I know that these old games didn't understand that yet. And yes, it's an older game, but still, this is the lessons we need to learn to become better developers. Is do not make early parts harder than later parts. Unless you can't help it, because of there are a couple good reasonings I can think of that would explain why an earlier part would be harder than a later part. Shouldn't be. But even so, there could be a couple good reasons. I'll get you 3. Shoot! No! I did the throwing animation! Ugh. This is pain. This stupid minigame is pain. I hate it. Growing up, the whole reason I was bringing up the growing up is when I finally got to the, when I was living with my parents in the current state that I am in now, while in high school, I actually got to a point where I actually got decent at this game. To the point where I got past this on a regular basis, and I would basically start making progress. And then again, realize that once I beat the first part, the rest of the game is like super easy. Like one mini game's a little bit of a hassle, but honestly, we're gonna be able to get through it. That's not an issue. Like the third mini game is weird, but once I remember how it works, it should not be an issue. It's one of those things that if you forget how it works, you might be in trouble for like a minute, and then you get captured, and they won't get captured in that mini game. But we'll get to that mini game when we get there, because I bet hardly anybody knows what happens in this damn game. Like randomly censoring myself. I just cut myself off sometimes. Don't ask. Anyway, so I got good at this game at one point. And on my best run, I got all the way to the end of the game. Now, the stupid thing about when I played this, when I did, is the TV we had, when I finally got really good at this game, the TV we had started having an issue that if the screen was black, it would static. It was an old CRT TV. That was a terrible run. But it would just go black if if it got black, it would just start to static like crazy. This also was the same for any screen that was just dark. And the last level of this game is dark. Very dark. Like, oh my gosh. So the TV decided just to not let me see the final stage of the game. And when it ended, I thought, okay, if I failed it, then it would have just... I had like almost all my lives because I was doing really good that run. So... you know, I would have thought, with reasonable reasoning, that hate the spread of these guys too. No! Alright, it's over. We're done here. Yeah, it's done. We're done here. That's it. Bonus times 2. Okay, it doesn't look like my mouse is on the screen, so that's good. Well done, Marty. Headed for the school. See, nothing different between beating it and failing, except for the fact that when you beat it, you move on. And good thing is, again, with the skateboard, the bugs, which are the most obnoxious enemy, are a lot less obnoxious. Because they will fly off screen immediately. Oh no. We're in danger now. We've made a mistake. We have fallen down. Bugs go off screen, they're gone. But if they don't, they will circle back around like that and try to get you. They're worth 500 points if you hit them, though. If you care 2 craps about points. Woohoo girl's not worth much. That guy's a jerk. Yeah, no points. Alright. I don't care too much, because if we get the skateboard again, it's fine. Oops. Well, we'll just go through this stage, and if we can collect a bunch of clocks, we're fine. Cool, the skateboard's in the best spot. It's facing away from a wall instead of going into a wall. Best case scenario for a skateboard. Yeah, it's a lot with the skateboard, or with the... Shit. Alright, well, good news, we at least healed on the skateboard, so that's a plus. Ooh, I know another game I could actually go through real fast I'd actually have fun with. Like, I actually like, here's the thing, I actually kind of enjoy the main gameplay loop of this game in a sense, but it's just really dumb. Like, I don't hate this game, I just hate that first minigame. The rest of this game is alright, but the fact that you have to start over every time you get a game over, freaking terrible. I don't have bowling ball yet? Uh-oh. Gotcha. Got him. Don't got him. Uh-oh. We may lose a life here soon. This is not out of the realm of possibility. Like, the most common enemy seems to be freaking bugs. It sounds like we just gained a life, though. Also, we got the high score. So, I mean, we might be alright. Oh, crap. Alright, this never-ending road can stop at any time now. Yeah! Boop. Alright, so let's see. Anyway. But yeah, this gameplay loop isn't terrible on its own. Except for, like gameplay-wise, it isn't terrible. Execution-wise, oh yeah. There's a lot of things wrong with this. Let's count them. One, both your health systems are based on time. So, like, there isn't much of a difference between, like, dying normally through the health picture in the middle going away and running out of time. We lost a life. That's what losing a life normally looks like. You lose it for both things. One time limit follows you through every stage and can be refreshed with the timer clocks. The other time limit just keeps on trucking and will destroy you. If I lose another life, I will probably load up, but for right now, I'm just showing the gameplay. So the fact that there's not like an actual just standard health bar, like if it was like, oh, you get hit like a few times, no, it's all time based. It's two separate time bases. You could have literally gotten rid of in my opinion, the one that I could have easily gotten rid of is the time in the corner. That one is the most stupid to me. Like, let's be honest. Like, if we have that main health being a time-based thing, the one that's constantly ticking in the bottom per stage, and if you just make a few too many errors, you die in a game that's nothing but auto-scrollers, it's kind of terrible. Now we've reached the school. Break Lorene's heart. This one's slightly annoying, but should not nearly as bad as the previous. Mostly because it's definitely a pattern. The best part about this minigame in particular is there's no way she can have a heart at the bottom of the screen and have a heart all the way at the top. And it's going by so fast that we've already won. I feel like some of the hearts were like hitting my thing, but weren't counting up there. But yeah, that's the whole second stage. I'll throw it in one shot because again, you can't go from the bottom all the way to the top, so you can't like just have to go whoosh like in the first minigame. Now it's midday. I do, and this is all serious, I love the simple fact. It's so simple and basic, but I love it. I love the fact that as we progress through this game, because the thematic of the movie, it's literally going from morning to afternoon to now evening, and soon it'll be nighttime. It's great. It's a stupid, simple game about a movie that really shouldn't have had a game. Except for maybe something like that. I think this is why, honestly, movie licensed games are now more or less a thing of the past. Like, they kept being a thing up until, like, I don't know. Oh, yeah, this is when the levels are just gonna start being like, yeah. The timer killed me. I didn't say anything wrong or do too many things wrong, but the timer killed me. Yeah, we're gonna get my life back. Yeah, this is where the timer at the bottom is stupid. But yeah. No, thematically, like what they had to work with, like this game, like hits all the notes of the movie. Like honestly, if the sequel was more like this, like the sequel game, there's a sequel game. I don't own it. I've only played it for like a brief second. Was very confused. Like in my childhood anyway. And as an adult, I played it for a brief second. Was very confused. And then never really touched it. And I've kind of seen what you're supposed to do in the game. I could probably beat it. That'll be one that kind of goes onto the list of, okay, whatever. Sure. But I also like this map. I think the fact that the map gets more and more filled out as you progress. And simple gameplay loops. There's nothing wrong with a simple gameplay loop over and over looping in. This is basically nothing but auto-scrollers, which is not necessarily the worst, like the best thing. But at the same time, like at this point, it's basically like a speed shooter. It's more or less like a shmup. I think that's probably what I like about it. I love shmups. So, honestly, you make a game like a shmup, and I'm going to kind of like it. And I think that's kind of why this game doesn't piss me off as much. I love shoot 'em ups. Also, with the next game I might play, might be kind of related to that in a sense. Yeah, but if you have the skateboard, these levels are trivial. If you can keep the skateboard, these levels are trivial. These levels do not really change difficulty. Except for maybe the last four. But the last four have a cool new gimmick. So that's kind of, but it's a positive gimmick. It's a gimmick that helps you. But because of that, the timer, the other timer becomes a lot more freaking brutal. Maybe they made the stage a little bit longer just to make it towards more brutal. I went through about half the stage with the skateboard. So, and the thing that sucks, you have to grab both the bowling ball and the skateboard every time you fall down. This game could have been like, I guess, similar to a like actual shmup, and it's like if you got hit, you died. Or if you got hit 3 times, you died. I mean, honestly, with the way this game's set up, like, honestly, feels like if you get hit that many times, you die anyways, so it wouldn't have been much of a change. I think we're at 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so this is the last of the evening stages. Almost done. I always wanted to, like, stream this, like, shortly after, like, my BizHawk run. I was wanting to show off this game just to beat it and get it out of my, like, get it out of the way. Shit. I think those are falling faster. Which sucks. I don't want to disappear. No, I'm disappearing. I might be dead. An extra life. Well, at least this game is nice enough to give you extra lives. After World 2, more or less. So again, not around the time you actually would need it before World 1, because again, that's the hard part in the game. Except for the... Nope. That is bull. That is bull. Oh. That's terrible. Okay, computer. You okay, computer? I'm gonna make sure the mic's working again. Mike, are you working? It looks like it might be. Okay. It took longer than I was hoping it would, but it looks like we're back up. Actually hit shutdown, which might take longer for it to turn back on. Looks like everything's working. Took a little snack break while I was waiting for everything to get back up. So, there we go. Alright, last time we left this off a few seconds ago, we were here, now we're here. I had to reload my stakes. I literally turned off the computer, which is another reason why I'm going to be using this stuff. Also, great start. We're just going to say that run never happened. Another reason to be using the tools provided. Alright, keep the picture up. Oh. Well, that was a good chunk of levels, so we should be alright. As long as we don't run out of time. As long as we don't run out of time. Problem is, we'll probably run out of time, because this level's stupid. Alright, there's bowling ball, so we'll have offense again. Yeah, offense. An extra life. Alright. Are we at the end? We're at the end. We're at the end. Jump for joy. Alright. So here's the third minigame. Regardless of anything, I'm still going to be talking as if I'm trying to explain this to an audience, because I am going to try to make this. I actually thought of a great idea. Oh shit. Okay. That's middle. B's are low. So, basically, with this minigame is you can go high, low, and to the middle of each thing, and it's basically determining what type of note it is. And that's it. We still have 23 actual seconds left. But now the two are in love with each other. And we had like 134 seconds left. We had like a whole lot of time left. This one lets you keep messing up until you run out of time. The meter is just a thing to kind of guide you. So yeah, that's it. That's that minigame. Super easy. Once you understand that B's are down, sharps are up, and you can turn left and right. And then the normal notes are in the middle. The flats are low, the sharps are high, and yeah, that's it. That's the entire level. And now we're at nighttime. We just got a nighttime palette now. Also, I want to point this out immediately. Look at our health bar in the middle. I noticed this the day that I was playing this on BizHawk. I came in here and decided I wanted to just kind of play it and see what I had left. Try to get you good at it again. Okay, this ain't going well. And I noticed something I never noticed before as a child, but literally the picture in the middle, and this makes all the sense right now. The picture in the middle is literally not changing now. You've saved the past. All you have to do is just get back to the future now. You know, aka the movie title. I'm gonna die because now the timer is super strict. Because the only thing that can kill you now. The other thing that typically would kill you won't now. There's no way I can make it. But the timer is now super strict. Like, you have no, problems with, anything in the past trying to, you don't have the problem of, never being born. But you can still be killed in the past. All these things should still kill you. Ouch. That didn't end well. Just hoping to last a little bit longer without getting hit. Because now this time limit's super strict. This is definitely going to be we're going to have to do this. But anyway, I noticed that on that day that I finished my last, third BizHawk Shuffler. I was like, yeah, because I wanted to see if I could, get good at the one stage. But then I never came back and never touched this game for, several months, almost a year. So I almost stopped streaming entirely. But it's okay, because now we're going to fix that. And with this particular series in question, I think I've even got a great idea for how to upload. No. That's bull. 1 pixel away from win. Did I even get hit again? I gotta maybe hit one more time. But that is how stupid the time limit is. Again, it's terrible because it's basically, hey, let's just have this thing in a thing that you can't control. Okay, yeah, the clicking with the clocks, it's fine. But now the clocks are pointless. Because it's basically this part of the movie. I hate these bees. Alright. We're just gonna try that again. Basically, this part of the movie, you're out of the thing, so that's what makes sense. It's yeah, you don't have to worry about the time loop anymore, sure, but now we have the bigger issue of we have to worry about the stupid timer that in an auto-scrolling level. Where if you get hit once, or don't have the skateboard at all. I had the skateboard for a small chunk of that attempt. But I fell. Skateboard speeds you up a lot. And this whole fucking section here is just all terrible. Jeezums. Welcome to terrible. And the fact that the timer just keeps going on and on and on without, while you fell and everything else, and there's no way to heal it. These timers should help that, but no, they don't. Yeah, no. I need the skateboard, and I need to keep the skateboard, or I'm just dead. That's all there is to it at this point. I need the skateboard and I need to keep it. Honestly, why don't I just go balls to the walls fire happy? It don't matter if I hit the clocks now. Right, you don't think the clocks will give me as points. Yeah, I'm kind of far away from anything else. Just go trigger happy. I'm trying to aim my shots. Let's get trigger happy. Let's get trigger happy. Darkwing, ouch. Freaking bees. I hate these stupid bees. I hope that guy has a freaking projectile that he throws at you, and I don't. Because I need to not be hit. This is like worse. This is like as bad as like getting killed in a shmup, where you just get like shot once and you lose all your power-ups and you're dead and you lose a life. It's kind of like that, except a longer time to die, but you still lose everything else in that process. Bees. Oh my gosh, I cannot keep the skateboard for this segment. Jeez, these bees are absolutely terrible. I do not like this level. Now, we've fallen 3 times. Let's try not to fall again. We've fallen 4 times. We've fallen infinity times. Let's just start over. Alright. Okay. Nope. Just nope on that. I need to keep the dang skateboard. You know what? I'll let this run play out however it wants to play out. Freaking bees are on top of things are even harder to see. Alright. Made it further with the skateboard, so that's a plus. These bees turn faster, I feel, at this point now. Alright. No. Stay away, bees. I don't want to be stung. Get out of here. Ooh. I could have used that. If you miss the bowling ball, you will not get the skateboard. Alright, cool. We'll pass that level. That was terrible. Alright. We're gonna keep on moving. Keep on trucking. Get a bowling ball. Lose the bowling ball. Keep on walking. Keep on getting stung by bees. Sucks if you get hit like 3 times, you're dead. But it's not immediate, so you won't know until you're dead at the very last second of the stage. But yeah, it's cool now that because of that, you don't have to worry about the middle picture anymore. That was a pain in the ass, and it was getting more and more threatening as you progress. But now it's gone, so threat and crisis averted. Please tell me the end. Oh no, even if the end's nearby, it's over. That's ridiculous. Well, I hit a couple times that time too. Kinda wish the middle section was a health bar. and maybe like literally lose the time aspect, or I don't know. Maybe we keep the time aspect. The whole thing's about time, and he has to hurry to the thing. So he actually has a time rush right now, but very cool. I'm also just being kind of poor with my bowling ball usage, so I mean there's that. Oh. Right, come on. Gotta be close to the end now. Oh, please let me be close to the end now. I walked this whole way without taking a single hit. Oh no. Come on, just let me go. Let me go. Come on. Oh no. We weren't even at the end yet. Oh no. I might be in trouble. This might take a minute. Alright. Can I hop over this? I can hop over that wall. That's awesome. Cool. I'm dead now. No reason to just wait for it. I'm dead now. Yeah, this is where the terribleness kind of takes a new turn, because these levels did not need to get longer. Kind of impossible for these levels to be playable if they're longer. Yeah, sure. If we have the skateboard. Shit. Alright. Nope. I hit twice, it's over. That's death. I'm so fast. I get it, I'm in a hurry to get to the town square to get the DeLorean fixed and all that, but geez, I kinda need that. I feel like since I've not even seen the end of the stage yet, I need the skateboard. Like, this is not a want thing, this is a absolute need. I need the skateboard. I need a skateboard, I need to finish with it, because if I don't finish with it, I might as well just be screwed. If I get hit twice without the skateboard, I'm just gone. Alright, I'm gone. Because it's going to take longer to get the skateboard, and I'm just pretty much dead. Sucks you have nothing to defend yourself until you get the bowling ball. And you need the skateboard to speed up. This game is not programmed good. I just don't hate it. But who knows, by the end of the night, maybe that'll change at this rate. You go away now. I hate these bees. These bees. Alright, here we go. Whoa. I fell one time. One mistake. Now I'm pretty much dead, probably. No, I would have actually made it. No. Actually, I don't know. That usually means that you're close to the end, but it was a different thing. Alright, yep. As I just stated, yep, I'm probably because the skateboard. The problem with the skateboard is it makes you faster, which thus makes you more out of control. So yeah, it's a catch-22. You either have the magical power of skateboard, or you have the magical power of you have to be super fast and in control, or you're dead. The way this game's set up, it's not exactly well balanced at that point. This end game sucks. I remember struggling on this end game when I got here, the between things too, so this isn't a surprise. But this is how we're gonna get past it. At least the good news. After we get past 3 more stages, this one included, in that list, we're at the final stage. And that stage is actually, it's stupid, but it's, as a stage, it isn't that bad. As a challenge, it's not that hard to complete. As part of this game as a whole package, it's stupid. You know, I don't know why I try to jump that when... Finally, yep, right past that thing. Half the time when you see that thing, you're usually almost at the end. I have the skateboard now, so all we have to do now is just figure out the next 2 stages with the skateboard. The more dense enemies. For some reason last time. No, let's just go without the skateboard. We don't need a skateboard. Who needs a skateboard in this game where you need a skateboard? Let's just learn the level a little bit. I'm probably dead. But who knows? Definitely dead now. Let's find out. Give the level like one good thing. Alright. It's a thing that said that usually indicates the end of the level, but this time it does not because it's too soon. Everything get out of my way. It's too late now, even if we do reach the end. No. Even with having a skateboard for like a chunk of the beginning, we still died. Okay, maybe it wasn't that long of a chunk, that's why. Shit. I'm trying to do 3 things. I've never been good with speed, per se. That's a problem. I got a little bit further that time. Even if I don't fall 5 times, I'll be okay. I thought it was dead right there. I feel like that graphic right there almost looks like the bowling ball, and I was concerned. Shit, I'm dead. I'm definitely dead. I'm dead, totally dead, gonna die. Gonna die. 15 seconds on the clock. Got a bowling ball. There's the end. Could have made that round if I didn't fall as many times as I did. Didn't help that I literally had to take a like 10, 15 minute break, 20-minute break. Like not on my own volition. Also, hey, how you can't jump over bees? Kinda great. Can't jump over the enemies. Can jump over some obstacles though. Jump isn't completely worthless, it's just mostly worthless. That's 2 falls. Oh my gosh, freaking bees are the worst. Ow, that one just beelined it to my kneecap. Now they're down to being annoying. And This and B off. Alright. I was running out of puns, I apologize. Not for the puns, but for running out of puns. No apologies. Oh. Well, let's try. Again, any progress with the skateboard is decent. And we're dead. Yeah, we're gonna call that a dead. I'm gonna call that run dead. It's like I'm trying to be a speedrunner. I'm trying to maximize things. I'm just trying to beat the game. This is why this type of stuff's annoying. This is why I would never put myself in a situation where I would try to do speedrunning of a game. It's just because, like, nah. I frustrate myself enough with just trying to beat the game normally. Screw trying to do it under a time limit. And a time limit being that of made by a community of people that are way better at the game. I am a jack of all trades type player. I play all the games. Which is why I'm doing this whole thing in the first place. That was rude. That was so rude, but we're at the end. We're at the end with 20 seconds left. We're out. We're in trouble, but we're out. Last stage. Before the final challenge. Last normal area. We're going to have to perfect this and get the bowling ball and the skateboard right on top of each other, like back to back without getting hit. So basically not that. We need the first two. Otherwise we're dead. Basically we need to do this hitless. Or at least, like, get the bowling ball, get the skateboard, skate for a good, like, solid, like, 30 seconds on the clock. 30, 40 seconds on that clock. And then made one mistake. But even if I didn't make another mistake, I think I'd still lose. That's how stupidly strict this is. And how ridiculous it is. It's like, hey, yeah. I get it's the end of the game. But when a game has no checkpoints, continues one thing. Oh no. No. Oh, this wasn't even the end. It wasn't even the end. It wasn't even the end. The end is never the end. It's 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 never the end. Ah! Arrgh. As long as I don't hit save state, I'm okay. As long as I don't hit save state when I try to hit load state. Although technically right now it doesn't matter because the bowling ball and skateboard would be in the same spot. So that wouldn't matter too much. Get out of here, hula girl. Stop firing your hula projectiles. Stop it, bully man. Oh, what you are. At least there's not a... Ow. Alright. So, let's make a tally here. We made one singular mistake. And we died. But there's the end. Made one mistake. I'm gonna reload. I want just to let that sink in for a minute. We made one mistake. without the skateboard. And we died. Only one. That's how ridiculous this shit is. That's how precise this is. Like, you watch, say, Angry Video Game Nerd, because I watched him a lot growing up. And he obviously talks shit about this game. This is one of his early episodes. And I forget if he comes back to this game at some point. That's dead. Like, if I don't get the skateboard, I'm dead. Like, that's all there is to it. And if I get the skateboard, I did it hitless, so... yeah. If I make one mistake, I'm dead. And we've established that. We've established that making one mistake is kill, death. But anyway, you watch something like Angry Video Game Nerd. He's pointing out the flaws of the early game. And sure, yeah, the flaws of the early game really never... really... like, depending on the game, like this game, the flaws of the early game are the same as the flaws in the late game, except the late game amplifies them to the nth degree, where the beginning of the game, you can fall over all you want. It doesn't matter. You might still die, but you'll probably die more to the middle painting than the other one. Because the middle painting will kill you at the beginning of the beginning 3/4 of the game. But at the end of the game, the only thing that can kill you now is the time. But to make sure that thing happened, they fucking timer just that. But yeah, you see like people like that just complain about like what's the beginning of the game and stuff because they're also, yeah, you can walk over the cracks, but you cannot skateboard over the cracks, which makes sense. Makes sense. Cracks are definitely a lot more dangerous if you're on wheels. Sure. I wanted to see the crack thing because I was actually curious about the cracks on the floor because that killed us on a run. Is with the skateboard. When you run over a crack with a skateboard, it's like, nah. We'd probably be better off trying to go through the sewer. With all those manholes open. I mean, if we go through the sewer, all we'd have to do is just punch out a few Foot Clan soldiers and a few other things, and then we'd be there. Alright, come on. Yeah, one mistake, it's pretty much game over. Here. That's ridiculous. At that point, I'd rather just explode when I get hit. I'd rather just have a health bar. One that I could try to refill with clocks. Like the thing in the middle. And that's it. And even though, yeah, it's that, but at this point, maybe the thing instead of that should just be like a thing of the, like, let's see. I was trying to explain something, but then I kind of lost track. Ow. My head went to like 16 different things, but no. Like, if we were to like redesign this game, honestly, turning the middle thing into more of a health bar, instead of a timer, remove the timer and have an indicator of what you're supposed to do in the mini games to win. I mean, yeah, it says you get rid of all the bullies and blah blah blah, but not necessarily the indicator of what you gotta do to win. To win, you gotta hit 50 of them, or 50 of them out. So like some kind of progress bar or something that stopped, or like I just say, hey, there's 50 of these guys, knock them all out. Also, infinite lives. People say, oh yeah, infinite lives, like, doesn't that just make everything, it's like, you would think, but at the same time, look at the situation I'm in now. With infinite lives, the only thing infinite lives is stopping me from doing is restarting the entire game, losing interest, and just being like, nah, I'm not doing this. That's all infinite lives prevents, is that. And believe me, as a child of the 90s, with games from the 80s, to be fair, because I had this game as a child, but it's because my brothers had both. When I was basically quote unquote sentient enough to know what the heck was going on, I had access to both a Super Nintendo and a regular Nintendo. Okay, I flew for a few steps. That should be at least enough to get me to the end. Alright. Come on. No! I thought that B was gone by now. Go. Are you kidding me? That should have been a clear. That was like enough of the damn screen. Come on. Alright, no. As a kid, you have access to both these things. And as a kid, you know which games you turn to like way more than the other ones. Unfortunately for me, it was all the games I could rent. Not any of the ones I had access to, except for a couple. I did have a couple good games growing up in my collection. I had Mario All-Stars. That was a good one. Also, in the sense of it being a good one, it knew to how to get rid of the most obnoxious thing of its original. It gave you a save feature that you save after every world. I was like, yeah, there you go. Because Mario World also did the same thing, and also had Mario World. Games I didn't have that I absolutely loved: Castlevania 4 and Mega Man 7 and Mega Man X. Yeah, those games. Those games are fun. But what makes them really fun? Okay, they have lives. It's not perfect. They still have lives. But the lives... We have infinite continuous in both games. In both games, you have straight up infinite continuous. You do not have to worry about starting the game over. Unless you want to. And that's the thing. If you want to start the game over from scratch, the choice is there. Or you lost your memory card. I mean, there's still, like, even with a save file, there's still so many things that go wrong that you still have to start the game over for the 12th time. And throughout my life, I've had to experience that a lot. You know, even stuff like even today, like I have to start over Final Fantasy 15 even though I beat it because it was on a different PS4. And I lost access to that account that PS4 was attached to. So unfortunately, that means I have to start that game from scratch. I'm dead. I can't like continue on here. Like one mistake is too much. We noticed that. One mistake. Actually, technically, the last time it was two mistakes, but that was after a good solid few moments of skateboarding. Again, good news. This is the final level, like this. Then we just do the final challenge, and honestly, it's annoying, but I am going to probably show you the thing that happens if you lose it, because it's the most stupidest thing. So for a long time, I actually thought I had this game under my belt until I realized, no, the game, yeah, till I explain what happened. Now, if you get hit once without the skateboard, it's game over. Might as well be. But anyway, no. Games like Castlevania, even like from Castlevania 3, heck, even Castlevania 1. Let's go to Castlevania 1 for a hot second. The first of the Castlevania games. It knows it's hard. It's super hard. But you want to know something that had? Infinite Continues. Which series got more, like honestly, and same with Mega Man. We have a Mega Man, Infinite Continues. Start with Mega Man 2, I think. Maybe. Mega Man 2 might not have. It might have a Mega Man 3. Starting with an early Mega Man, you start having literal passwords. That was only 2 seconds of skateboard, and that's another hit. The freaking ground animation takes too long to get back up from. No, anyway. So you had Infinite Continues. Yes, those games had lives. But technically the way they used lives wasn't terrible. Send you back to the beginning of the level. Like, if you're going to have a concept like lives, sending you back to the start of the level when you run out of lives, but maybe giving you a chance to like choose a different level, like Mega Man, or just try again, in the sense of like Castlevania, you know. That right there is just a decent penalty for getting a game over. You have a couple attempts to try to make your way through. The game itself isn't bonkers hard for no reason. Like, okay, yes it is. The freaking last room before death in Castlevania 1 is infuriating. Yes, very. I've already streamed that. We've already streamed through most of the Castlevania games at this point. But, like, and yes, I think I had to use a few tools to help me through some of them. But, again, the series as a whole, like, doesn't have that be much of an issue. I'm at the end. It's fine. I have 37 seconds to get right here. We done it. My complaining about get ready, Marty. This is your one and only chance to get back to the future. I couldn't read that. Again, my TV was glitching out when I got here. So, just like the movie, at this point, all you want to do is just build up speed to 88 miles per hour. It might be too much. Nah, that's too much, yeah. That was too late. Tough luck, Mario. Looks like you're stuck here. And the game starts over. At that point, I crossed the finish line. I didn't know what happened. I couldn't read none of the things. I thought I actually beat the game. Because why would it kick me all the way back when I had lives? I still had 5 lives. We've seen that. You only get one chance at this stupid last level. This is actually even worse than any other complaint I could have about any game. It's having a stupid thing where, oh yeah, at the end of the game, I can get it for certain arcade games. Also, this is ridiculous to try to dodge any of this shit. I love how basically the bolts seem to be exactly timed to 86 miles per hour. Yeah, that's perfect. No, it's not. I'm stuck here. Alright. No. Right at the beginning, you do have to hit up in order to... You also have to hold up in order to go faster. Just as a side note there. If you push down, or if you let go... I'm just gonna do that, and hope the rest of these... No, I'm dead. Yeah, that's 76. That's 10 miles less than last time. Yeah, my TV freaked out. I missed this entire bit, basically. I could have won. That's the thing. Actually, I think because I was playing it, I was in the mood to actually try to finish it. Is what happened. So, if you get hit by one of those last lightning bolts, it's like it does not matter. Like, you can go all the way up to where those like 5 lightning bolts are and do nothing. Just gonna prove this. Just want to prove this. You can do absolutely nothing up to that point. Alright, it's getting close. Yeah, freaking lightning bolts basically send you back to nothing. So about right here is when it starts getting like, yeah, you need to actually dodge. If you hit one of those, it's too late. They're the same score. So the only part that matters is literally the last part. So that's entirely pointless for this entire segment. You don't go faster than 88 miles per hour. Well, I guess if you're 88 miles per hour, you don't lose as much speed. Maybe I'm okay now. Nope, 85. I actually got less. I had the same spot, but I got less. I don't know where to dodge right there. Hold on. Also, yeah, this song being the only song in the game except for the, like, only other point where the song actually is kind of cool, which is the one mini game that's actually kind of fun and actually makes sense. Doesn't at first, but once you understand what the heck's going on, it makes... Oh, dang it. Still hit something. 87! Jeez, I'm almost. Almost. Literally, if it hits 88, it's over. Once you hit 88 and cross that line, it's over. Oh, by the way, just in case you're confused, like you've seen the movie but forgot like a crucial part. The only reason why we have to wait till we get across that line is that's the thing that powers the thing in order for us to actually jump back in time, because we need the something point gigawatts. Look, it's been a while since I've seen the movie. It's okay. Where do I dodge there? Oh, these patterns are almost randomized, but they're like randomized on load of the game. I'm gonna be so mad. But they might, I'm assuming they have to be set. Because they should randomize. If they were randomized. Alright. There is nowhere. Let me go back. 3 miles per hour, that's gotta be enough, right? Jeez, it took me 2 hours to get through this game. Almost. I mean, it's been an hour right now, but it took me like another hour to get to the first half of the game. Because of the stupid bully section. Alright, I have an idea. It's dumb, but it's the only thing I can think of. Right, dodge right here, then go over here. Dodge this one particularly. Don't get hit again. 88. Congratulations, you made it back. All your time travel is behind you now. Maybe. Dun dun dun. Alright. That's it. Same thing. One screen, that. You literally... The whole thing's a crapshoot. And it's all determined at the end. I could have beaten the game. I don't know. Back then. But now I've beaten the game. For you all. Also, I beat it on my own time anyway, but still. I beat it for you all now. So... There we go. That's the first game. Now, my question is... Is it supposed to be working? Also, I was going to say earlier, came up with a slight idea, but I need you all to work with me here. Well, actually, I could just do this and then just... I'll probably have to edit this. So, yeah, okay. Also, it's getting dark. Hold on. Let me pick up some lighting. But the idea I want to have is just to put each video down as their own each game as their own video on YouTube. So at the end of each of these games, I'll probably sign off as if I'm signing off to YouTube. So you gotta bear with me on that. So speaking of which, if you like the video, if you want to see these go live, I'm going to be trying to do this as often as possible. Check the Discord link would probably be the best option. And for people watching now, I have a Discord link in the description, and it's right here on Twitch as well. Starting now. My computer is super slow, so that's why bear with me. My roommate's computer ain't so slow, but at the same time, yeah. At the same time, it's their computer, and I only want to use that from playing games on TV. Can't really do that with games on my computer. Kind of defeats the purpose. Anyway, so just finished this game. So again, thank you all for watching, and glad you all enjoyed watching this one. I'm not going anywhere on Twitch, but I am going to go somewhere on YouTube. So if you like this, if you want to see these streamed, check out be sure to follow the Twitch link in the description if you want to help support, because any money that goes to me right now is going to be helping me and my roommates and my girlfriend move, which we need to do because internet here sucks. Like, it's streaming out right now, but that's because I'm the only one awake and here. Girlfriend's at work and roommates asleep. So I'm the only one here right now. So, only reason the internet's doing any good right now. If that wasn't the case, yeah. But anyway, see y'all later, YouTube, and now we shall begin talking about what game will be next. So,